there we got rid of that bit. Hello, my name's Mel, welcome to my world, and for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm currently turning this Mercedes Sprinter into a stealthy off-grid go anywhere, sleep anywhere camper van. And today, because due to popular demand, now in my last video I mentioned that I was going to cut this seat in half, and I was inundated with people messaging me saying they can't wait to see it happen. So that's what I'm going to do today. But I'm not actually going to cut it in half, it's more like a third. just going to trim a little bit off. And I've had a little look at it, and this is what I'm going to do. I'll just bend the camera down a bit so you can see. So what I'm going to do is cut about a third of this seat off. I'm going to cut it around about down this line here, and removing this part of the seat so I can actually walk through into the back living space. And the reason I'm going to cut it down here is quite simple. Because it's got this armrest, we'll take that away. I've undone the screws already for the purpose of this video. As you can see, the fabric already goes around there, so that's a bulk of it done already. And if I lift this up, hopefully you can see that. Oh, no, that's in the way. Oh dear, it's all going wrong now. So now we've got rid of that bit. You can see that the main the strength of this seat is actually through the middle. There's a massive middle section. If I just lift you up a little bit, you'll be able to see. So there's this massive middle box section here, and that runs up through the middle. I'm kind of guessing because that's where the seat belt is. The only place I'm going to need to cut is here, down here, and in the corner here. And this seat belt mount, that's going to have to go obviously, but all this bracketry there, it's only welded here anyway, so that's going to be really easy to cut off around about there. And I've been thinking about this. The beauty of doing this is, and leaving this big base, is I'm going to end up with this nice storage area. And I think, because the battery's there, this would be a real good place to put all my electrics. My leisure batteries can go in there, my charge controllers, possibly an inverter. I'm not really a big fan of 240 volt, but I do like a little bit of telly, so maybe a small inverter. But yeah, basically that can be my electrical box under there. So if this works, I'll probably just leave it as it is. And the beauty of it is, it's not going to cost anything because it's already there. Right. So it's going to be really simple to cut this in half. I think the hardest part about doing this is making it look all neat at the end of it. And this vinyl, the rear, the back of it, there's a vinyl, one piece of vinyl goes all the way around the whole back of the seat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this vinyl nice and long, which is behind this piece of cardboard, so I can then bring it round to the front, hopefully sew it down here. But what I'd really like to do is bring this fabric round to the vinyl and sew it down the back. So that's what I'm going to try and do, but I'll worry about that when I get to it. For now, I'm just going to cut this with a pair of scissors down here, and then peel it back so I can get to the metal structure behind it. I think that's the plan anyway. But before I do any of that, I need to get it out of the van, because I don't really want to cut it in the van, because when you use an angle grinder, sparks tend to fly, and that can't be a good thing in such a confined space. So I'm going to remove this seat, put it down the front of the van, and then we'll take a closer look at it. So something's just occurred to me. Before I remove this seat, I just want to share something with you. For those people that don't know, if you come across a yellow plug like this, any yellow plug, whether it's as small as this or a big one, if it's yellow in any vehicle, no exceptions, it means it's something to do with the airbag system or the restraining system. I mean, this has got like a small explosive device built into the seat belt, so in the unlikely event of an accident, the seat belt will go tight, and that's what this is for. Now, so if you're going to dismantle anything in your car, van, any vehicle for that matter, if you come across a yellow plug, it's really important you disconnect the battery, because this is to do with the airbag, and we don't want to be messing about with airbag wires with our battery connected. So it's very important, if ever you come across a yellow plug and you need to unplug it for any reason, make sure you disconnect your battery. Really important. I think I've emphasised that. Right, so I'm going to disconnect my battery now, then unplug it before I take the seat out. Right, so now I've got it all peeled back and exposed. It's exactly how I thought it would look. All the structural strength of this seat is down the middle where the seat belt goes. So this is our main strength bit down the middle, which means chopping a little bit off on the end isn't really going to make any difference to the structural strength of this seat. Well, I don't think so anyway. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be really simple to do. There's a main bar here. This bar goes right across the seat, so I'm simply going to cut that off there, this side of the seat belt channel. So that's going to cut off there, really simple. And down here, this seatbelt mount will go, but there is a mounting point there which mounts this base to the base unit of the seat. So I'm going to leave that a bit attached, but cut the bar there. I think that makes sense. And at the top, it's exactly how I thought it would be as well. It's just a bit of box section where the headrests went in. And I'm simply going to remove that there as well. I'll have to peel this back a bit more. Maybe hold it back with some tape or something just to stop it getting... So I'm going to keep this bit of foam. So when I wrap my material around, it makes it all nice and neat. And I think that's going to be that is probably going to be the hardest part, is making it all look neat at the end. But yeah, we'll worry about that when it comes to it. Yeah, it's going to be really simple to do. I'm quite pleased. I think it will actually work, as crazy as it may sound. And, did you see what happened there? My wheel fell off. So let that be a lesson. Always make sure that your wheel on your grinder is really tight. I believe that fell off. But I stopped filming because sparks were flying everywhere. It was getting a little bit messy. I was worried about my camera. So just a little update what I've done. I've cut it across here, as you can see, leaving this mounting bracket attached. Okay, I've cut it here and I've cut it there. Now I've left these 3 bars, if you can see that, till last, so that whilst I'm cutting it, they supported this piece that I'm going to remove. So all I've got to do now is cut these 3 bars and it should drop off. Right. Actually, no, I'm not going to film myself doing it, because like I say, sparks tend to go everywhere and my camera cost me a lot of money. Right, back in a minute. Well, there you go. A third of a seat has been removed. Now, wasn't that fun? I'm sorry I didn't film me actually cutting it off, because yeah, there were a lot of sparks and I really don't want to risk damaging my camera. So you can see where I've cut it anyway. Just there, and there, and it all went pretty well. I mean, it wasn't that difficult. I've still got my goggles on, haven't I? I won't cut that out. Right. So that's it, that's my seat, that's what it looks like now. I've flipped it over because this bit up here I couldn't quite get to, and I couldn't cut it level, so because of all the gubbins in there, all the electrics. So what I did, I just kind of sliced it and bent it over to make it all nice and neat. So that's it really. This cardboard, I'm going to put a crease in it and work it over. Then the back of the seat, like I said earlier, I'm just going to blend it round. I think it'll look okay. I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to do any sewing or needle work today, because it is a nice day and I want to get on with other stuff. I'm going to save that part for a rainy day. I'm going to put the seat back in the van, and when it rains I can just sit in the van and take my time and do it nice and neat. So that's the plan. But before I do all of that, I'm just going to paint over these exposed bits of metal so that they don't go rust. After all, we know what sprinters are like. And this bit here as well, I'm going to paint over that. I'll get a plastic bung and put in there just to make it look all nice and neat. So right, that's it, that's what I'm going to do next. Just spray it up and then put it back in the van, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a tick. Well, I don't believe it. I put the seat back in place and what do you know, it starts to rain. So I guess I will be finishing this off today. Well, as you can see, I've started making progress on this, and I've got to say it is as difficult as I thought it would be. This stuff is really tough. I'm having to use a pair of pliers to push the needles through. So anyway, I've been down the shop, I've got some of these pins, and I've pinned it all in place. I've started sewing it down here. I've only got to about here. I'll bring you closer and let you see what I've done and how I'm doing it. As you can see, I'm simply just stitching through, round and looping it round and around again like that. Rather like a football sewing. It's not the neatest of jobs, but it's the best I can do. So yeah, and it's taking ages, and it's still raining. My back's killing me. Definitely not a job for the faint-hearted, I can tell you. Right, anyway, just thought I'd fill you in, show you what I'm doing so far and how it's going. I'll come back when I've finished it. About a couple of hours, I reckon. Well, there you go. I've now got a walkthrough. Well, not exactly a walkthrough, more of a climb through, but at least I've got access now to the back of my van without having to go out the door. I can actually just slide in. Let's have a go, shall we? Oh, there goes my phone. There you go, that weren't so difficult, was it? Well, it took so long to sew this up, I actually run out of daylight. I couldn't film an outro to this, and it's still a bit dark in here now. Let me just open this door. A bit more light. There you go, you can actually see now what it looks like. I'm quite impressed, I'm quite pleased with my needlework. Maybe that's my new vocation in life, who knows. Now I know the seat's a bit grotty, it's a bit dirty, I've got to scrub it clean yet, but I just wanted to show you how it looked. So let's have a close look, shall we? Oops, nearly dropped you. There you go. I hope you can see that. That's what it's ended up looking like. I'm really pleased with that, and it's workable as well. It'll do for now. Not so sure I do actually want to keep this like this forever. I think I probably will continue looking for a single seat, but this will certainly do for now. It'll certainly get me in and out of the cab area. Remember, I need to put a shelf up here as well, so it's going to be a bit tight getting in and out, but it's livable, it's doable, as you can see. At least now I can get into the back of the van without going outside. So there you go, really simple. Really pleased with that. I think it worked quite well. Now I don't know what the implications are regarding an MOT because I've got half a seat missing, but luckily I've MOT'd this van anyway, so I've got a whole year to worry about that. Anyway, there you go, that's the end of this video. So if you like this video, please do give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and by subscribing to my channel you help me feed a cat. I've got two and they're both hungry. Thanks for watching, and ta-ra for now.